So recently I've been talking a lot about the role of the architect in society and how the AIA could do a lot to improve our role and increase our relevance, transitioning us from implementers or perceived implementers into community-based leaders, tackling the largest issues of our day. And I believe the AIA has a significant role to play in helping this change occur. In 2018, as a member of the Strategic Council, I was part of a group of people who looked at the future of architectural education and how education relates to practice. And through the last few years, there has been funding provided by both the AIA and NCARB to evaluate the changes that might need to be made within the profession. And a report came out from within this, and it's developed by RAND, and it is called Building Impact. It's just released, and I'd encourage you to go look it up and take a look at it. A couple really useful things that came out of it are important to us. So as a leader, I'm very interested in data. I'm interested in taking things away from the emotion. Recently, I've been seeing a couple media leaders and social media influencers talking about how practice leaders are driving young people away from practice. So I want to know if that's true. If it is true, how can we change it? And looking at this report, it does give me a couple tips and insights. So the first thing I want to talk about is the perception of the usefulness of the knowledge and skills that people are learning within education. And interestingly, there was an analysis here done between professionals and faculty. And the number one in both areas is that the communication skills that one learns are the most important. So that's a really important part of your architectural education. But from there on, the professionals really focus more on the usefulness of technical knowledge, and faculty consider the usefulness of design and culture. That's very understandable. And the reality is we need both. However, as a profession, we can't be focusing only on students needing technical knowledge. And as faculty members, we cannot only be focused on cultural skills and knowledge. We have to blend these two things. When asked, what do students need to learn more about in the future, there was an analysis done, and professionals, faculty, and students responded. And interestingly, building technology systems was ranked by each of them as being important. So there's a common thread. But from there, it's very different. So professionals, again, want practice knowledge to be learned. Faculty believe we could be doing more to address the social issues of a generation, like sustainability and climate change. And students are also interested in technical knowledge. So there seems to be a problem with students and firm leaders and professionals believing that the educational process needs to include more emphasis on technical skills and things that you would apply in practice. At the same time, the profession seems not to understand the role of the architect to influence the problems of our days. If we can come together on these issues, I think we can make a difference. And I believe the AIA has a role. And I want to work on this as a leader within the AIA, and I am looking for your vote and your support to join me in this pursuit.